Happy Friday, everybody! Can you hear me? Can you see me? Welcome to Friday night on Aquarium Adventures Live, or whatever we're called. Fishy Business, that's what it's called. How are we today? I hope you can hear me, hope you can see me. Let me know in the chat if you can. We have an action-packed evening of entertainment for you tonight. The old usuals, where we'll have the regular quiz, 20 questions. We'll have Answer Smash, which we do need to think of a better name for. I mean, I know we've had a few suggestions, but we need an actual proper name for it. Where I might even spell all the words correctly this week. Who knows? Who knows? After that, we may have another Aquarium Confessions. I've already forgotten what that feature's called. Confessions of a Fish Tank. Something like that. Anyway, we'll try that again if I can remember what the address is. And then a bit of random chat. It's Friday night. I've had a god-awful week. Hope yours has been better than mine. Let's see, who have we got in chat this evening? First one popping up for me. I know there were some earlier that I've missed them, but the first one I can see is Lee. Say good evening, everyone, from a cold Bolton. It's a cold Sheffield. I know how you feel. Another Lee says hello. Monday's in. Happy Friday. Liked and loaded. I like it. Hello from a snowy Newfoundland from Applegal. Thank God it's Friday. I get that. Snap, cackle, and pop from Melanie. Can't remember. The Aquatic News Network. Not seen you for a while. A good day to you, Sir Graham. I missed your face. I've missed your avatar. I don't know. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. Graham's in. Gas Must Science from Sweden. How we doing? AV good. That's been like Average Dan's here. Can hear and see. Evening from a wet Wolverhampton, says Stuart Laker. Well, I'm going to start off with Lidl's finest, Luminous Nights. It's been one of those days, one of those weeks. So where do I start? You might notice there's a few extra fish in the tank behind me. Some of them are going to come into shot now. Why does it look so dark? It looks really bright from here. Brian's just done a big massive poop. Nice. Anyway, that is because Mega Tank is no more. Mega Tank dead. F's in chat for Mega Tank. Well, let me explain. Maybe dead. Mega Tank, for those of you who are fairly new here, don't watch the videos and just come for the scintillating personality on the Friday nights. Mega Tank is my first ever attempt at a large build. It was my 8 foot by 4 foot by 3 foot DIY plywood aquarium. Mistakes were made during the building process. Anybody who's here for that probably followed along with all my swearing in videos. And for the past couple of years, it's been fine. So there was lots of mistakes, lots of fixes had to be done. Every now and again, there's a little bitist of the leak. And it happened again a couple of weeks ago, where there was just a tiny little leak, and it was just getting tinier and tinier, and it went away. And I thought, right, that's fine. It's just done that thing again, where it leaks for a couple of days, and then it's good. Then it came back, and then it went away, then it came back. And I thought, right, I'm going to have to investigate. Something has to be done here. There's something not right. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the tank, it's gubbed, basically. So it's not leaking massively, but it is leaking, and it has clearly been leaking for many, many months. The wood's all rotten and soggy and dead. So I've cut away all the rot. I've cut away everything to leave me just with good wood, and I can patch it again. I've had several attempts to do this week. I've also been knocked out this week because I've been ill. But I've had several attempts to patch it up, make it good again. None, as of yet, have worked. Couple more to come before I throw in the towel completely. But recently, you might have remembered I was talking about this mega tank project and whether or not I wanted mega tank anymore, or whether I wanted to change it and make it even more mega, or replace it with other fish tanks altogether. Discussed it with my good lady wife, and she almost convinced me to keep it. Purely from the point of view of that was my first big proper project. I put a lot of effort into that and a lot of money. And I kind of thought, yeah, okay, and then but we'll find another way to do the. If we want to set up multiple fish tanks to become a shop or whatever, we'll find another way to do that. We'll move things around. Keep mega tank. And I was like, yeah, go right. Oh, okay, then we'll do that. And then it leaked, and then by me trying to fix the leak, it leaked more, and then me trying to fix that leak, it leaked more. So it's currently empty. It's currently drying. I have purchased some more liquid rubber. I have confidently, I've been obviously videoing this all the way, so there will be a video coming out on this. So this is a bit of a spoiler. I have confidently been telling you I know what the problem is, and this is how I'm going to fix it, and then it would immediately not fix. So I found a hole. And I found a way that it would be explainable. And I patched the hole, and it continued to leak. So without going through the whole tank again, luckily, I can get it to leak by only filling it up with like 1.5 inches of water. And it doesn't seem to matter if I fill it up with 1.5 inches of water or 3 feet of water. So structural integrity is still good, because it's not like it's the force of the water that's forcing water through. It's still just going. But I can't find where it's coming from, and that's the thing with water. It could be coming from anywhere. I think I know where it is, and I think it's that corner, but that's just where the water's coming out. Doesn't mean that's where the water's going in to come out. So it's very frustrating. But it has necessitated this. So Mega Tank 3, this has now got all the fish from Mega Tank except for the bass. So you'll see you've got the big flagtail in there. We've got the chocolate cichlid over here. We've got one of the big wolffish, if he's about to come in. Let's be a wee bit. He's not quite as compliant as Brian at coming into the picture. There you go. There's the big wolffish, the scary one. Brian's still there. You can see him in the back over there. And what else? We've got the smaller wolffish. We've got Oscars. I think that's it. Yeah. And then in a pond, an indoor pondy thing, I've got the bass. And I've got the filters that were on Mega Tank running, one on this tank, one on the pondy thing that I've got in the middle of the room, taking up all the space. So all the fish are fine. Well, all the fish were fine. One of the bass spazzed out completely today. It didn't escape, but I've got the big, thick, heavy lids on top of the pond trying to keep some of the heat in. So I've got these big lids on, and I've got weights on top of it to keep them down, because bass do like to jump. They are jumpers. And one of them I was here, so I saw it all, and it just freaked out. Don't know what happened, but one of them just went mental, smashed into the roof. To such a point that it smashed it out, and the roof collapsed into the pond, and the weights dropped on it as well. So it probably got conked on the head by this thing. It didn't get out of the didn't make it out, so it stayed in, but everything fell on top of it, and it was just like, oh god, what's happening here? Went over. It seemed fine at the time, but then an hour later, upside down. Still breathing and everything. So could get him the right way around, and he would swim around for 10 minutes and then upside down. So something's clearly wrong. In fact, that was yesterday, so we're now on a day later, and today I have made him a little aquatic wheelchair, shall we say, where we've got a little bit of sponge and a float to keep him the right way up. Hoping that if I just keep him the right way up for a wee while, equilibrium will be reset. I'm sure it's something to do with swim bladder or something like that. I'm sure it's trauma rather than disease, because it was so quick that it happened. It's not like there's... The other fish are fine, so there's nothing going on. It's not like plastic leaching in there or anything like that, I don't think anyway. But it's been stressful. I was just talking about how stressful it is with these big fish constantly trying to chomp on each other. And now I've squeezed them into a smaller aquarium with even more fish, with the murdery one. So if I had hair, I would pull it out and it would be going grey. But on the bright side, Brian has been the consummate host. He has been the utter gentleman. He has not caused any problems whatsoever. If anything, this little fish up here, if you can see it, a wee bit, it's the smaller of the two, these ones. Immediately forgot how to use words. What am I trying to say? Wolffish. It's the golden, smaller wolffish, which is one of the smallest fish in this tank, is going around beating the crap out of everybody else. Now, he almost got eaten by the bass in the big tank and was very meek, but as soon as we put him in here, he's turned into Billy Big Bollocks and is going around he's not done any damage to anything yet, but he's had a few goes at things. The big wolffish has kept him in place, if anything. The big wolffish is chill as hell. He kind of just didn't do anything in Mega Tank, just sat there, but in this one he kind of cruises around, checks things out. He seems to be doing quite well. But they've been in here for a few days now, because I've basically had a week at trying to fix this tank. And they've been in here for most of it, and they've been kind of chill, kind of enjoying it. It's way overstocked. So I am now that terrible person people will point out on the internet and go, too many fish, not big enough, tank's too small. This tank is just over 7 feet by just over 2 by just over 2. So it is a big tank, but yeah, there's lots of big fish in there. Like that flagtail you can see in the back, it is enormous, and it looks quite small in there. Brian is gigantic. So it's weird having all these lots of activity here. Kind of liking that, because so far, touch wood, it's not gone horribly wrong yet. But my God, there's a lot of poop. I used to get Brian doing lots of big, massive, mega poops in there. Now there's lots of fish in there doing lots of big, massive, mega poops. So I have been frantically water changing almost constantly, trying to keep on top of water quality and things like that, because it is a smaller tank. The mega tank was like nearly 3,000 litres. This is not nearly 3,000 litres. So it's a smaller volume of water. I've got lots of filtration running on it. Like I say, I've moved some of the filters over. It could probably last for a wee while. Couldn't put the bass in there as well, because that would just be ridiculous. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So there has been no video this week because I've mostly been trying to solve a problem that doesn't want to be solved. Massively stress inducing. If anybody ever says, oh, get a monster fish tank, don't listen to them. Stick with the small, manageable ones. They're fine. So I've got 2 more ideas left in me of how to fix Mega Tank. And if they don't work, it's getting ripped out and we're starting again. And hopefully I'll get a video out, probably not this weekend, because if this current fix doesn't work, then I'll have to do another whole load of waterproofing and curing and waiting and drying and refilling and testing. Unless I split it into 2 and just leave it in a cliffhanger with... Disaster videos are kind of my #1 best performing videos, so maybe I should just leave it as a cliffhanger and not actually fix it. I don't know, what do we think? Would you like to see a video that goes all the way through to a conclusion, or would you like to see me left in tatters and tearing what's left of my hair out? Anyway, so that's what we've been on. I got it. It is Melanie. See, my brain does work every now and again. Brian has new tank mates. Yes, hopefully that's that explained. Rip Mega Tank. Indeed. I mean, there's a chance. It's kind of 50-50 now whether I get it fixed or I take a sledgehammer to it, because I'm getting that pissed off with it. But yeah, maybe I'll just give it this weekend to try this next couple of fixes, and if that doesn't work, we'll end it there with a cliffhanger of, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I genuinely don't. I don't know whether I'm going to rebuild it as an even bigger Mega Tank. So the glass is good. The glass will support a much bigger volume of tank. So something I have been thinking of is try to make use of the space above it, like what I did with Mega Tank 2, so I can have tanks underneath and a big tank above. So I might make it another 12-foot tank, but maybe not make it 4 foot wide. So maybe 3 feet wide by 12 feet. 12 by 3 by probably just over 2 again. So 12 by 3 by 2.5. on stilts like Mega Tank 2, so as I can have tanks underneath it to do other activities. Or get rid of it altogether and say, screw this for a game of soldiers. But then, no. No, I'd rebuild bigger. I think that's the only way that I can do this properly. I do have the chance, because there's where Mega Tank is at the moment. They've got a big 8-foot tank, a small space, and then another rack of tanks facing the other way. And I could empty all those tanks because there's not much in the way of fish in any of them. It's mostly plants and shrimp and things like that. So I could empty all them out, build the tank back up. But it would take me a couple of weeks. And I don't know if I want to do this for a couple of weeks or have those fish in that pond for a couple of weeks. Or do I just bite the bullet and take a week off work and just knock it out in a few days? As you can tell, I don't really know what I'm going to do. Phil's in. How we doing, Phil? BB Junkie's in. Sorry I'm late, Graham. Don't worry. You being here at all is more than enough. Blame Corey for going live early. Is somebody else trying to steal my spot? Does nobody have any manners these days? Could make a better version. Yep. Yeah. Is Brian behaving? So Brian is behaving. That's the one thing. Ever since he's been in this tank, he has been behaving. I thought it was a size thing, that fish up to a certain size don't trigger him, but that fish is big enough. The flagtail is big enough. I would have thought the chocolate cichlid, which is down here, is big enough to trigger him, but hasn't shown any interest. Doesn't mean I want to put them all back in Mega Tank. Should I rebuild it? Or maybe I will. I don't know. Might try it. Use this for something else. I need to stop thinking about things. Shut up, Graham. That is a good description of it. It's Mona Lee saying anxiety inducing. There's been a lot of anxiety recently. It's exactly as I described monster fish keeping last week. Excitingly stressful. Yeah, there is definitely a bit of that. Burns night last night, I had the wee dram and caught the haggis. Well done. It's rare for people to actually catch a haggis. Well, most people rely on farmed haggis these days because, I mean, they are getting rarer and rarer, the old haggises, or haggai. So it's frowned upon to hunt haggis. So I know still a lot of people do it though. Loving the flagtail. I mean, that is a nice flagtail. And technically, the flagtail and the big wolffish aren't mine. They're here on holiday. So it's more like they're here in some kind of concentration camp than holiday at the moment. But I'm looking after them for Liam for Fish Vet, who's often here. So hopefully he doesn't come tonight and go, what the hell is happening to my... In all fairness, ripping it out and rebuilding would make more content than fixing it. Yeah, possibly. That's what I had to do. That's what I do. I had big mollies before now and got little ones, less stress. Yeah, I mean, I bang on a lot about fish keeping in a hobby, and as a hobby, how it can reduce stress and it can help you practice mindfulness and all these kind of things, and on the whole it does, but I don't think monster fish keeping does. I think it's just because they have such individual personalities. Like I described Brian as being a bit murdery. You wouldn't say, oh, that neon tetra is a bit murdery, but that one's fine, and no, that one's fine. Whereas the big fish, they are big and they do things and they have, yeah, personalities. There's no other way to describe it, really. It's difficult to appreciate. It's difficult to understand, and it causes problems sometimes. Perhaps we need to start a donation page so you can buy yourself a huge... Yeah, I'd love that, but then, no, don't do that. Well, just do it if you want, but you don't need to do that. I'm not the king of DIY. I don't need you to fund my hobby. Watch a video. That'll be it. To join as a member, do all those things. That's how I like to be supported. I always like the big fish because of the different personalities. Looking at School of 50 plus Tetras is nice, but I can't pick one out of the group and know exactly which fish it is. Indeed, there is a little bit of that. And that's part of my channel, is I want to experience all these things. So I do have the big 12-foot tank with 100 tetras in it that I can see the schooling behavior, the shoaling, how different fish interact with each other and communities and all that kind of stuff. And I can experience the big monsters that are meant to be peaceful, the ones that aren't meant to be peaceful, and how to manage that. So I've learned loads since doing all this, but you know, EastEnders tune at the end of part 1. Yeah, I could end the video. I could edit the video live tonight because I've got all up to the point where it could be this fucking thing's leaking again. So we'll see. Garage Gills says hello. Stuart says, I think it's your chance to build Mega Tank 4. Could be. 12 by 3 by 2.5 would be 673 gallons, which would be epic. That would be good. So when I did Mega Tank 2, that's something's happened. Someone has become a member. Thank you very much, Teresa. When something else has happened, all kinds of noises are happening. Mega Tank 2 was... Sorry, I haven't frozen. I've just looked on Facebook and seen a picture of Dan as a much younger self. I don't know why that popped up first on my feed, but there you go. The original plan was to make it a sumped 12-foot tank, and in the end I changed it to make it canisters, so I could probably integrate a sump into a 12-foot bigger tank, so I could do something a little bit different again. And I think I've got it nailed, the process. I know exactly why it's leaked. I don't know exactly where it's leaked, which is what's causing me the problems, but I know exactly why it's leaked, and I know how to avoid all those problems again. So I'm extremely confident that if I was to do it, it would be fine, and all things would be fine. So it would be a 12-foot tank, but I'd be reusing that window, so it'd be a 12-foot tank with an 8-foot window. So 2 foot either side would just be wall, if you like, which I think is fine. I can make up. Well, I'll have to do, but it's expensive. It's a lot of wood. It's a lot of liquid rubber. It's a lot of resin, fiberglass, glue, nails. Yeah, we've gone through the costs of building other tanks before. Yeah, it would be a couple of grand. So I don't have that just lying around. So it's kind of like, just let it fix so as I can get a few more months of it working before I have to rebuild it. Yeah. Build a 2000 asterisk gallon one. Yeah, I could build it to that. I mean, that has also been an idea where I've thought about joining up all my fish tanks just to make the biggest fish tank ever. There's a guy in the UK who has his basement converted into an aquarium, basically, and it's long been talked about. It's broken now as well. Long been talked about as the biggest fish tank in Britain. And in a recent video, he said he wanted to see if anyone else could take the title, and I was like, challenge accepted. Oh, my equipment's failing. BJD12 Doctor, looking forward to an aquarium fair this Sunday. That sounds good. Time for an international remote collaboration with Aquarium Domain. I know, when when I used to watch Aquarium Domain, he used to come on the stream every now and again when he was a lot smaller channel. And when I was building my first mega tank, that's when he was just getting started building his mega tanks as well. Same with Alex G Aquariums. If you're into big aquariums, Aquarium Domain and Alex G Aquariums have lots of good content on. They do it properly. I do it just well enough, he says with a big ignore that. I personally think you've got a lot of aquarium build videos. How many aquarium repair videos do you have? So I think it's whether you want to keep pulling in the same folks or attract new. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of aquarium repair videos as well, specifically on that one tank, because when I first made it, it did not go well. I'd tear it down and build from the start, but with the experience. Yeah, and that's one of the things I'm thinking of. I know all the mistakes I made, and I wouldn't make them again necessarily. I know that if I was to do it again, it would be fine. We'll see. I literally don't think I can afford it, if I'm completely honest. 5 months of membership, Teresa. Thank you very much. An all Timu powered mega tank. Oh, there we go. Goddamn liquid rubber. To be honest, the liquid rubber has been fine. It's not, the liquid rubber is not the problem. It was my poor building. There are channels on my video. There are videos on my channel of me trying to remediate some of the mistakes I made. So there's one where I've got like several planks of timber wedged against the wall and wedged against the tank, and a car jack in between trying to push it back into place because it was bowing out. So the biggest mistake I made was I didn't glue my panels together. I just screwed them together, and that's where it's gone wrong. So you can, even now you can still see it's a little bit not enough reinforcement. It's only at the front, because at the back and at the sides I could reinforce it. I could get in there and screw in brackets to reinforce it, and that worked fine. But at the front it's glass, so you can't screw into glass. So it was just the pressure just pushed them out ever so slightly. And if I just screwed and glued, that would have been effectively one piece of wood and it would never have moved. Yeah, that's what it is. Perhaps Liquid Rubber can sponsor the build and donate the rubber in exchange for your endorsement. I mean, that's kind of what I did with Mega Tank 2. They supplied all the liquid rubber. But we didn't fall out. They supplied all the liquid rubber, but then rather than sending it from one of their UK distributors, they sent it from Canada. So I had to pay as much in import fees as I would have had to pay to just buy it myself. So I was a bit like, well, I mean, thanks, I guess, but no thanks. And then they were constantly on at me. Can we have more pictures? Can we have more pictures? And I was like, I've sent you fucking 35 pictures. How many pictures do you need? Oh, we want more pictures, more videos. I'm like, I have literally made videos about this entire build. You're welcome to use them in any way you want. Oh, but can you send us a video? Here's the video. Oh, that didn't work. Can you send us the video? Here's the video. Can we download it from YouTube? Of course you can. Still haven't sent us the video. What the... So that went on for months until in the end, I think they gave up on me. So I really don't want to go back to them and say, can I have some more, please? Because A, it'll cost me loads of money to get free liquid rubber. And they were a bit pushy, if you like. So they do operate, if anybody else, if you're in America or Canada or wherever, they do operate an influencer program. Most of the influencer program people are like builders and stuff, because the majority of it is for roofs, gutters, that kind of thing. There's very few that do aquarium or pond stuff. So I think I was the only aquatic person. And I don't think I've ever seen any of my stuff on their website. So they've got lots of testimonials and stuff, and I had written testimonials for them, but as far as I can tell, they haven't used any. So I'd love to work with them. I really rate the product, and I've always stood by the product. But But yeah, it doesn't save me any money to get them to supply the liquid rubber. I could just buy it off Amazon for the same price as the import fees. So, um, what I think would be good is if they paid me. So, very unrealistic, but I'm at the stage where for sponsored videos, I don't just want free stuff. I love free stuff. I like, um, if they could supply me with the liquid rubber for free, that'd be a couple of £100 saved off the bill. Brilliant, perfect. I'll take that. But I'd like them to actually sponsor the video, as in give me money to cover the costs of the entire build, like you see from proper YouTube channels. I know I'm not a proper YouTube channel yet, but I kind of want to get to that point at some point. But for now, I will just continue pushing my book. Have you seen my book? Buy my book. And my aquarium plants, aquarium food, aquarium merch, aquarium stuff that you can buy. That earns me a little bit of money. And watch my videos, YouTube money. I'll save up some of it and then I'll have enough. Stevie P has made it. It's nice to see you, Stevie P. And the thing with DIY is to never make the same mistake again. Unfortunately, I found there are still lots of ways to go wrong. Well, I can find you in interesting ways to make mistakes. That is definitely a thing. Try Pond Shield, same problem. Very expensive. If anything, they're very comparable now. When I first tried liquid rubber, it was because it was much cheaper than Pond Shield. For the amount of Pond Shield that I would have needed for any of my projects. It was a ridiculous cost, and now they're kind of similar. But yeah, I've nothing against Pond Shield. Maybe try Pond Shield, as in get them to sponsor it. I don't think they sponsor many people, so we'll see how we get on with that. We could try it. Another thing I've been thinking about is not using liquid rubber at all, so just doing the fiberglassing and like top coat like you would do with a normal koi pond. So you see all these koi pond builds where they put up their insulation boards, fiberglass on top of it, and then use top coat. So for a long time I didn't really know what top coat was, but it's just basically another kind of coating for epoxy resin and fiberglass. Perfectly aquarium safe, so I can make a nice bright blue one or red, because they come in different colours basically, but I would probably stick with black. Again, these things aren't free, so, and I've never really done proper fiberglassing, so I noticed that a lot of the I don't know, I could do this an awful lot. A lot of the proper fiberglassing are in with like the hazmat suits and all that kind of stuff. The fiberglassing I've done with the epoxy resin I've used it's kind of been, it's not been that fumey or dangerous or hazardous, unless I've just missed that and I couldn't smell anything. But it's worked fine. I've been perfectly happy with it. The only reason I stuck with the liquid rubber is because I was trying to do it without fiberglass the first time round, but I wouldn't even entertain that now. I would just make sure I did it properly. So yeah, I don't need to use liquid rubber. I just like it because it's an extra layer of protection. It effectively gives you your fiberglass shell, if you like. Whether you do the corners or you do the whole lot, you get your fiberglass shell, and then you get a liquid rubber shell as well, which is 2 layers of protection. That's not what I did in Mega Tank 1, which is why I'm having all these leaking problems. There we go. Robert Kerr, hello Dad. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too. He'll have gone by now. He says he switches on my videos and then wanders away to do something more interesting. I looked it up. They're headquartered in Ontario. Yeah, they are. Last I checked, you're on YouTube. You have a channel that posts videos, so you're a proper YouTuber. I'd like to see you do a proper fiberglass shell and skip the like. Oh yeah, well I guess that's what I was talking about. That kind of thing. Right, we are now past the half-past mark. So it's time for us to do this. For those of you who like to scan the scanny things, there we go. Just make that right. There's the scanny thing. Where's my head gone? Boop, there it is. Oh, no. There we go. And for those of you who don't like to do the scanny thing, there is the link. New rule. If you want your member points straight away, let me know now, and I'll try and add them straight away. And then we'll save the first question backlash. There we go. I don't know if it was Fumy, the benefits of doing fiberglassing during COVID. Yeah. Hello, Juggler. Nice to see you for a while. Nice to see you for a while? That's not what I meant to say. Nice to see you. It's been a while. I think that's what I was going for. Oh, here come all the 75s. Prizes! So, Lauren, Dan, Applegal, Zenny, Mona Lee, Stevie P all want their member points straight away. Right, fine. Okay. We can do that. And I don't even need to use a calculator. Lauren. Dan. Zenny McGinger. While we wait for everyone else to just get loaded in. Applegal. Oh, Dan, Applegal, Zenny, Mona Lee, Stevie P. Mona Lee. GP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I've missed somebody. Lauren, Dan, Zenny, Applegal. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We're all in. We're good to go. Right. Are we about ready, everybody? We have 20 players in. How many people are watching? 39 people watching. Is that right? Or 45? I can't tell. Saying different things. Who knows? Right. We're ready for the quiz, everybody. We'll play back the countdown. Best of luck, everyone. Remember, stay for Answer Smash later. 3 of these plays are attributed to Shakespeare. Which one isn't? Is it Hamlet, Tale of Two Cities, The Tempest, or Merchant of Venice? Light's gone off again. Laddie thing. Which of these is not a Shakespeare play? You all think it might be Tale of the... Who put Hamlet? Come on, people. I know it's a cigar as well as a play, but that's definitely a Shakespeare one. No, correct answer is Tale of Two Cities. Which means there are the points. So I'm saying, Teresa, yes, please, me. Does that mean you want your points? Or are we talking about something else? If you want your points, type exclamation 75 and then a voice shouts at me to say, somebody wants their points. And then I give you your points. So you've typed 75 without the exclamation mark. I'm going to take a leap of faith and think you do want your points. So let's just look at that. Teresa. 75. Here we go. Question number 2. Which US state is home to the cities of Phoenix and Tucson? Or Phoenix and Tucson? Tucson, yeah. Which US state is home to the cities Phoenix and Tucson? Is it Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, or Utah? Where are these cities? You think? What do points make? Prizes! I got you, Teresa. We've already added them. No worries. Almost everyone going for Arizona. Because it is the correct answer. Which means Zany McGin... Oh, I'm covering up the first place spot. Hang on, I'll move myself out the way. Where should we put myself? Let's put myself down here. Why not? Lauren in second, Lee in third. Applegal in fourth. God, it's a top-heavy female cast tonight. Question number 3. Which of these animated cartoon characters has a sidekick named Boo Boo? Is it Bugs Bunny, Huckleberry Hound, Porky Pig, or Yogi Bear? Who has a sidekick named Boo Boo? Haha. Jenny got a geography one. Who had the sidekick? They all had sidekicks, I think. But yes, it was Yogi Bear. He was the main. Lots of people getting that one. Applegal missing it. Question number 4. Plenty of time left, everyone. Which European country has the longest coastline? Is it Ireland, Norway, Scotland, or Spain? It's Ireland, to be sure. Norway, Scotland, because that's my accent, or España. Oh, I said I was going to stop doing accents, didn't I? Right, sorry everybody. Ireland, Norway, Scotland, or Spain? Hey, Boo Boo, how about that picnic basket? That was terrible. Sorry. I won't do that again. What do we think? 12 of you going for Norway. Yeah, well done. Of course it's Norway. Norway boasts the longest coastline in Europe, including an innumerable natural formations. Norway's twisting tundra stretches for over 58,000 kilometres. Mona Lee takes the top spot. The mysterious Error 404 has crept into second place. Zenny relegated to third. I knew she wasn't going to get 2 geography questions. Question 5. In the 1951 Disney film Alice in Wonderland, what is the name of Alice's red kitten? Is it Chloe, Dina, Rita, or Ruby? One for the purists. 11 of you going for Ruby. 11 of you are wrong. It was Dina. She keeps banging on about her cat, but the cat's not actually there. Stevie P knows his Disney history, though, and has crept into second place. Applegal got that one right as well, as did that Will. Yep. Question number 6. With a Latin name meaning tooth-walking seahorse, what animal is od... I practiced saying this earlier as well. Odobenus rosmarus. Is that a hippopotamus, a manatee, a narwhal, or a walrus? Odobenus rosmarus. Tooth-walking seahorse. Oh dear. Pardon me, it's been a long day. What do we think? It's quite a spread on this one. Narwhal being the most popular, but no, it was the walrus. Because of the way walruses walk on ice using their prominent tusks, early explorers named them Odobenus rosmarus, which translates to tooth-walking seahorse. Stevie P edging out the mysterious error 404. Juggler up into 4th. Question number 7. How many squares are on a Scrabble board? Refreshment break. How many squares are on a Scrabble board? 144, 196, 225, or 400? We think it's either 196 or 225. It is 225. A standard Scrabble board consists of 15 by 15 grid, resulting in a total of 225. The classic word game was created by Alfred Butts in 1938 and has since become a family staple and a competitive tournament game and argument starter. Oh, Error 404's taking the top spot, mysteriously. Mona Lee's in second, Juggler's in third. She's made it into the top 3. Question number 8. Which European country is also known as Helvetica? Austria. I don't really know how to do an Austrian accent. Greece, Germany, or Switzerland? Austria. What do we think? Not only a font, but also a country. Oh, many of you going for Greece, but it was in fact Switzerland. The Latin name Helvetica refers to Switzerland. It's derived from the name of a Celtic tribe called Helvetii, or Helvetii, who lived in the area during the Roman times. Although Helvetica is not commonly used in everyday language, you might see it on postage stamps, coins, and official documents. Said as I spat that all over the place. Stevie P back on top in Nosey's font / Swiss history. Question 9. In 1888, what other painter caused Dutch artist Vincent van Gogh to cut off his left ear following an argument? Was it Claude Monet, Gustave Klimt, Paul Cézanne, or Paul Gauguin? Or Gauguin? Going with that. Who made him cut his ear off? I mean, it's a bit of a stretch to say any of them made him cut his ear off. He did this to himself, if anything. Ooh, 4 for all of them except Paul Gauguin. Gauguin? Am I saying that right? Gauguin? It was him, anyway. He famously cut off part of his ear after an argument with him. It occurred in the southern French town of Arles, where Van Gogh had moved to create an artist community. Juggler and Lee getting that one, taking the top and second spot. Lemoy's pushing up there as well. Harry's got some points. Goga. It's Goga, and you just sort of imply the end. Goga. Goga. I'll go with that. Right, so question number 10. This is your gambling question. Remember, if you gamble, you can win and lose points. If you don't gamble, you can't win or lose points. It's as simple as that. Here comes your gambling question with your cryptic and usually useless clue. You'll want to study this. What could that mean? It's fixing me light. What does a ufologist study? Is it alien visitation, fermentation processes, irons and alloys, or visceral organs? What does a ufologist study? Tommy, if you don't get this one, you need to change your name again. Most of you have gone for alien visitation, and that is correct. Ufology is the study of unidentified flying objects and related phenomena, such as alleged alien visitation, eyewitness reports, and physical evidence. The field gained significant public interest during the 20th century, with numerous reports and sightings, particularly in the United States. Oh, look at that. How's that gone on then? We've got Stevie P and Error 404 both breaking the 1,000-point barrier. Lauren's into third with 800 points. Zenny in fourth with 800 and odd. Applegal in fifth with 750. Texas Tom got that one right, but still languishing down at 14th. Right, question number 11. Actor Will Smith starred in the titular role on the 90s TV sitcom The Blank Prince of Fresh Air. The Blank Prince of Bel-Air. Was that the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the New Prince of Bel-Air, the Fly Prince of Bel-Air, or the King Prince of Bel-Air? What do we think? What was Will Smith doing? Oh, one person said new. It was, of course, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Adam has joined us. Hello, team. Just checking in from Shawinigan, Quebec, Canada. Just come from dog sledding. Excellent. Headed into the Night Forest Trail ice skating soon. What should I have for my birthday dinner? Oh, well. What are the choices? Is moose a choice? Do people eat moose? I feel like that's quite a Canadian thing to eat. Or is it poutine? Is that the Canadian? saying this as a kind of proper heathen. So poutine, which is basically chips and gravy with cheese. Don't know if that's Canadian. That sounds perfectly British to me. Yeah, I think you should have some poutine, Nova Scotia lobster rolls, bannock ketchup chips, and finish it all off with some Tim Hortons. Stevie P remains in first place. Question number 12. I am the second most watched sport in the world, and I will take part in the 2028 Summer Olympics. What am I? My baseball, bowling, cricket, or softball? Poutine is gross. I mean, I think poutine has the potential to be delicious, surely. It's got chips, gravy, and cheese. Well, I can't think offhand of a better combination. What sport is it going to be? Happy birthday, by the way, Adam. You think it might be baseball or cricket. One of you's right. It's cricket. Cricket's the second most watched sport in the world, trailing only soccer in terms of global viewership, with an estimated 2.5 billion fans. Immensely popular in countries like India, Pakistan, Australia, and the UK. It hasn't been a staple event at the Olympics since 1900. There you go. DVP with the sports ball question. Error 404 without. Lauren's still in the top three. Representing the Armitage House strongly. Question number 13. What film franchise begins with this simple and iconic sentence appearing on the screen? A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Is that The Avengers, The Matrix, Star Trek, or Star Wars? Drew trying to reason anything anymore. I'm going on vibes from here on out and going for speed. And hope it serves you well, Mandy. No, Fat Finger Star Trek. I mean, you might be right. You know. As most people have guessed, that is, of course, the opening credits to Star Wars. Star Wars in 1977 begins in silence with just these words before blasting into the title with John Williams' soaring score. DVP missing out with his fat fingers. God, 2 of the top 3 not getting that one. I thought that was an easy one. 85 points for error 404. Did anybody beat that? I didn't think so. Oh, 86 for juggler. Question 14. What is another word for molten rock that exists below the Earth's surface? Is it alluvium, bedrock, craton, or magma? There's a chicken place called Jack Lecoq. I bet there's a lot of drunk, disappointed people that end up there. Oh, it's chicken. Oh, okay. What is another word for molten rock that exists below the Earth's surface? Magma. Liquid magma. That's what you all thought, and you were correct. Well done, most people. 88 for Stevie P and Lauren. That's some fast fingers. Has anybody ever scored in the 90s before? Question 15. My lyrics open with the question, is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? What classic rock song am I? Is this Another Brick in the Wall, Baba O'Reilly, Bohemian Rhapsody, or Stairway to Heaven? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in it. No, sorry. No escape from reality. I hope you all got that one. Well, not everybody. I thought that would have been a slam dunker for sure. It's Bohemian. Bloody light. Bohemian Rhapsody. Most of you getting the points, though. Well done. Question 16. Which ocean hosts the deepest point on Earth's surface, known as the Challenger Deep? Is that the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Indian, or the Pacific Ocean? The Challenger Deep, which is approximately 36,000 feet deep. That was the word I was looking for. What do we think? Most of you going Pacific. Most of you correct. It is indeed. The bottom of the Mariana Trench is Challenger Deep. That song is always #1 in the yearly top 2,000 in my country. I mean, yeah, I know. But there's been like a thing. I remember even as a kid, them doing like the top 100 songs ever. And it was always Bohemian. I'm like, why are you still doing this? It's not like anybody's bringing out any new songs that are going to beat it. So every year it wins. Question 17. As of 2025, what country does the tallest building in the world call home? Is it Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Jordan, or Saudi Arabia? That tallest building is, of course, the Burj Khalifa. What are we thinking? We're thinking it's either Saudi Arabia or UAE. It is the UAE. Burj Khalifa in Dubai holds 7 world records. Tallest building, tallest freestanding structure, highest number of stories, highest occupied floor, highest outdoor observation deck, elevator with the longest travel distance, and the tallest service elevator. Really scraping the bottom of the barrel for world records there, but there you go. Ooh, Stevie missed it. Andy missed it. 91 points from Lauren there. We've got a 90-pointer. Question number 18. Which spacecraft program sent 2 phonograph records into the cosmos in 1977? Was that the Pioneer, the Ranger, the Viking, or Voyager? These were records ranging from Bach to Chuck Berry, greetings in 50-odd languages, human laughter, and natural elements like birdsong and thunder. Imagine getting that. Oh, what's this? Borg. I don't know. Enos. Well, let's put it on the record player and see what it is. Track 1. Human laughter. Track 2. Birdsong. Track 3. Chuck Berry. What the? We're just going to be confusing aliens at this rate. I mean, that's all that can happen. Mostly gone with Voyager. It's Voyager. Of course it is. Well done, most people. So I've got Error 404 mysteriously in first place. Stevie P not far behind. And then there's like 100 and odd points to third place. But, you know, can all be made back on the last question. Here's the penultimate question, though. Question 19. On what famous house of worship's ceiling is this Michelangelo work found? Is that in St. Basil's Cathedral, Notre Dame Cathedral, Sistine Chapel, or Sagrada Familia? And the next 7 weeks there'll be further questions on the building. I'm going to get all my building questions out in one go. That's what I'm aiming for anyway. Where is that painting? The Creation of Adam, it's called. You think it's in either Notre Dame, or Sistine Chapel. It's the Sistine Chapel. Of course it is. Right, one question to go. Scores on the doors. 200 points from third to second. Zenny's sneaked in ahead of Lauren. Stevie P is 75 points behind Error 404. Hercules has come in with a quick 69 points. Nice to see Hercules. Lauren missed out on that one, only 13.49. But, you know, this is the final question. A bit of gambling. This could be anybody's game. Here comes your useless clue. Oh. I forgot to make it a gambling question. Sorry. My moons are called Deimos and Phobos, and my atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide. Which planet am I? Jupiter, Mars, Neptune, or Saturn? What an idiot. See, well, let's put a positive spin on this. It's a pleasingly random turn of events. There's no second gambling question. Woohoo! No one's losing all their points, but then again, no one's winning loads of points. Sorry, everybody. As I said, I've been very busy. It's been quite a traumatic week. Add a question 21. I mean, I could add a question 21. Does anybody want another question? No, says Mandy. Oh, we've got a few nopes and a few yes. Do the nopes outweigh the yes? Nah. Jupiter, Mars, 3 Neptunes, and 1 Saturn. No, we'll just let it ride. What was the answer? It was Mars. With characteristic reddish appearance and atmosphere comprised mostly of carbon dioxide, the planet Mars' small and irregularly shaped moons are named Deimos and Phobos. Let's see what that's done to the final scores. Your winners are... in third place, Zenny McGinger with 1,455 points. In second place, Stevie P with 1,601 points. But your winner this evening, is it going to be mysterious? It's Error 404 scoring a mysterious 1,759 points. Fantabulous, everybody. Sorry I'm such a dick and missed all the second gambling question. But, you know, it wouldn't be an Aquarium Adventures live stream without an Aquarium Adventures fuck up. Quiz. What month are we in? We're in January. So there is the current standings. Stevie P is in the lead. Let's do that. Delete that. Copy that. Minimize that. We're on week 3. We're only in week 3. Yeah, we're only in week 3. Which means Stevie P is still in the lead, but it's close. 67376395 for Mysterious Error 404. Lauren up into third place, 4286, and Dan, the Armitage household, is never been closer. It's tense. John, Strabo, Morally, John, Ed, Applegal, and Zenny McGinger making up your top 10. I thought you had more points than that, Zenny McGinger. Let's have a look. I haven't screwed something else up. Oh no, yeah, you got rubbish. Sorry. No, you did well. Perfectly well. It's all fine. No. Whatever. So, it's looking like it's going to be between Stevie P and the Mysterious Error 404 and the Armitages for the monthly winners, depending how we get on. But well done, everyone. Give yourselves a quick round of applause where I press lots of buttons to make the screen change. Ah, there we go. Oh, look how dark it is. Light, dark. What's wrong with you? I gave it a new cable. I told... Smash update. Don't worry, Answer Smash will be coming. For those of you who are new here and we haven't done Answer Smash yet, or are old but missed the last couple of weeks, we are continuing the theme of doing Answer Smashes, which are 2 questions. So you will be, instead of the Eliminator, we're doing Answer Smash. That means there will be 10 questions, but each question is actually 2 questions. That's 4. Each question is actually 2 questions. Focus on me. Go on camera, you can do it. There we go. You will be given a text question and a picture. The answer to both will form a whole answer. So I want your text question is going to be, what's a fruit that's green and red? That's terrible. But the answer to that might be apple. And then I might show you a picture of an egg. So you would use them together, smash them, so as you got one word, no spaces, just one word. There will never be spaces in this game. I don't know why this is so difficult to get through to people. If you put a space in, you're out. No spaces. Even if it's 2 words, no spaces. Smash. Answer smash. So the answer in that scenario would be apple egg. So it would be apple, the last letter of apple being E, and the first letter of egg being E. So it would be A-P-P-L-E-G-G. Apple egg. Did you get me? I've tried to explain this to people in real life as well as on the internet, like this, just to see if, is it me? Am I explaining it wrong? But no, nobody gets it. So I'm pretty sure it's me. I am terrible at explaining this game, or everyone in the universe is an idiot. And which one of those is more likely? It's going to be me, isn't it? So I'm sorry, but that's how it works. We will be doing Answer Smash in a few minutes, but I want to do an Aquarium confession, because I think we've had some more confessions this week. Now let me find it. Let's bear with me a minute, because this might take me a while. So it's the Fishkeeping confession booth. In fact, let's play the music. Welcome to the Fishkeeping confession book. Booth. Oh, there you go. Bandit Fishing's even asking, have we got any confessions? Yeah, we've got some confessions. This is the Fishkeeping Confessions booth. This is a safe, judgment-free place to confess your fishkeeping mistakes. You will, however, be judged. Big or small, your confession may be read out live tonight by me. The chat and me will react, maybe offer some advice, but ultimately, hopefully, absolve you from your fishkeeping sins, or we will vote as to whether to absolve you. The goal isn't to shame anyone. We might. But it's to laugh, learn, remind ourselves that everyone gets things wrong sometimes. You can submit anonymously. There'll be a link in the description or maybe somewhere. Or take credit. It's entirely up to you. So I have an online form where you can fill in your confession, how you want to be referred to. I'll ask you a couple of questions about your confession and then we'll read it out. That's generally how it works. So I am the form owner, so why can't I see? Hang on. I need to sign in 5,000 times. There we go. So we did a couple last week. We'll do a couple more tonight. One, I thought that was a classic last week, but we'll see. Right, where's it? Why is it not working? Right. Just so as I can clip this, I'm going to repeat some of that. Welcome to the Fishkeeping Confession Booth. This is a safe space to share your fishkeeping confessions and share your mistakes so we can all laugh and learn from what happened. There's a form online if you want to submit your own fish confession. Tonight we're going to read one out from someone who has submitted their fishy confession. This one, I ask you a bunch of questions. This one says, how should I refer to you on the stream? Do you want to be anonymous or other? This is from Applegal. Is that the same Applegal that might be in chat now? We'll never know. What is your fishkeeping confession? Applegal says, I bought a betta at the age of 22, not knowing anything about their needs. He had a large tank, but not enough resting spots near... Bloody light. Not enough resting spots near the top or an aquarium heater. The poor thing got sick and I didn't know what to do and he quickly passed. It took 20 years before I got into fish keeping again. I still feel bad for the poor guy and feel the guilt. I've since learned better and my current betta is living his best life. Looking back, what did you learn is my next question. The lesson Applegal learned was to do more research before buying a fish. And then the final question is, do you seek absolution for your fish keeping sins? Please absolve me. She does indeed seek absolution for her sins. Now, I think this is a fairly cut and dried one, people. When you first get into fish keeping, the harsh reality of it is you're often going to kill fish. It's part of the learning process. I think it's a lot different now. So I don't wish to age shame you, but when you said you were 22 and that was 20 years ago, 20 years ago, the internet was not quite as prevalent as it is today. And people, if anything, have a plethora of resources that they can go and watch YouTube videos, they can go and watch care guides, they can watch all kinds of things to learn about their fish and the care requirements of various things. So being a first time aquarium keeper and getting a betta and it not making it, don't think that's necessarily your fault. He had a large tank. Tick, you've done a good thing there. But not enough resting spots near the top or an aquarium heater. The resting spots thing, I think that's like a luxury. It's not a necessity. You don't need to give a betta resting spots. They will like to rest places and might appreciate some, but if you don't include some, it's not a deal breaker for me. And an aquarium heater, again, that depends on your... Where was it? If you're keeping it in the garage or outside and you live in Newfoundland, for instance, that might be a bit of an issue. But if you're keeping it in your warm house, it's not terrible. Ideally, you would have a heater because they are tropical fish and they would prefer a little bit of heat. But I don't think you're necessarily to blame here. I think one of the things about betta, or 20 years ago, which were known as Siamese fighting fish or Japanese fighting fish, is they're often bred for the market and not very high quality. So you could have been on to hiding for nothing. It's like a lot of people that these days get into rams. So like the dwarf cichlids, the German blue rams, the Bolivian rams, whatever they are, they come from such terrible lineages that you're struggling to start anyway. So in terms of absolution, I think this one's a bit of a no-brainer. I'm not even going to put it to a poll because I think everyone's going to absolve you for that one. Forgiven. Everyone agree? Just put a yes in the chat if you agree, or a no if you think she's a terrible person and should go and do 300 setups. End of confession. We might have some more confessions come up afterwards. We have a few more, but if you want to submit your own, please check out the link in the description or wherever it might be. Let me see if I can copy it and put it in chat. Can I put it in chat? I don't know. Done a thing. Oh, that's a link to Discord. Okay, I can't do it. You know what I mean. There'll be a link somewhere. Click the link. Give me your submission. I mean, that's nothing compared to last week's confession, which was a man who had used the death of a colleague to pretend to his wife that his colleague's spouse had asked him to look after his fish tank, and instead had actually just bought a new fish tank and used the death of a colleague to cover that purchase. Daniel, you will forever be a legend. A legend that definitely going to hell, but you will forever be a legend. And we might do another fish keeping confession later. Let me just have a quick scroll through and see. But yes, now we're going to try Answer Smash. If anyone's got any questions about Answer Smash, get them in now. Apple omelette. No. Right. Mandy's got it. I think, Mandy, I'm going to task you with like a one-page, like a slide or a document or a picture, an image that I can put on screen that explains Answer Smash succinctly. Because it seems to take me 12 minutes to go through all the connotations of everything, and then we do the first question and everybody gets it wrong. And there's spaces everywhere. It's the spaces that drives me mad. How much more clear than there will never be a space in an Answer Smash answer to then have 5 people answer with a space in it? Drives me mental. So, you cannot add or remove any letters. You can only overlap them. Yes. There will be 2 answers, one from a text question and one from a picture. The last 1, 2, 3, who knows? The last few letters of the text question make up the first 1, 2, 3, who knows? Letters of the picture question. I don't know how to be clearer. People in the UK, watch Richard Osman's House of Games, because he has pirated this game and stole it off me, but he does it as well, and it's just that. It's easy. I don't get it. What? Why is it a problem? Sorry. Right. Calm down. Calm down. For those of you who like scanny things, that is the Answer Smash smashy scanny thing. For those of you who like the actual link, copy link address, go onto YouTube, stick that in there. That is the Answer Smash answerer. You're forgiven, Apple Gal. Thank you. That's what we like to see. So if the picture was Apple and the text was profession with lawyers and judges, would the answer smash be Apple? Yes, potentially. Yes. So I'm trying to make it simple by having the text be the first part of the answer. The first couple of weeks we tried to mix it up and it blew people's tiny minds. So in this, I think I've done it in this one as well. Yeah, so in this scenario, the text answer will be the first part of the answer smash, and the picture bit will be the second part of the answer smash. So in that scenario, the text would be, what is a juicy fruit with types such as Pink Lady, Granny Smith, Golden Delicious? So you'd be going apple. And then the profession would be a lawyer stood next to a judge or writing a legal document or something like that. So it'd be apple and legal, Apple Gal. So yes, that does kind of work. So at some point, I hope we'll start to get enough people getting this that we can start to mix it up and make it harder so you don't know which answer is first and second and all that kind of stuff. We'll see if we can get there. Lots of yeses approving Apple Gal's forgiveness and absolution. Well done. What do you do with that? Dan's about to get banned. Egg pull. How do I join? I have just posted a link in chat, Teresa. There is the link. Hopefully you can see it. It's easy when you make the answers. Next week we quiz you. I mean, that is something I've tried to figure out how to do that in the past. Have someone else host the quiz where I can play along, but I've never really found a way to do it properly. It would ruin it if we started doing it correctly. I mean, just for once, just it would be nice to try. That's all I ask. So, for the first question, just for anybody that's still confused, I will accept all answers, but please try and get them correct. They don't, so there's only 10 questions. They're not necessarily in escalating difficulty, so they're kind of mixed up a little bit. But I think 9 is the best we've got so far, but nobody has got all 10 yet. We have 16 people who are ready to play Answer Smash. I just like saying Answer Smash, but we need to come up with a better name, like Quiz is... No, that's hard. Question... No, that's hard as well. I'd like an Answer Smash for Answer Smash. Like the name of the quiz to be an Answer Smash. I can't think of one. Right, refreshment and then we're playing. Are we ready? We've got 17 people ready for Answer Smash. Let me start the countdown. Remember, a text question and a picture. The text question will always be the first part of the Answer Smash in this variant of the game. Question: a long upholstered seat with back and arms for 2 or more people, sometimes called a couch. So that's the first part of your Answer Smash. And then the second part of your Answer Smash is that picture. What's that a picture of? God. I don't know why I'm surprised anymore. So you get a minute to answer these ones. Oh. Oh, come on, don't type them in with big long words, because I have to type this in to give you it. This is hard. Is that you, Dan? Sofa cow. Right. So, a long upholstered seat with back and arms for 2 or more people, sometimes called a couch. For all the people who put couch, it's a sofa, obviously. And then that's a picture of a... Yes, there's a cow in it. I don't see any horses for the people who put horses. It's a farm. It's clearly a farm. S-O-F-A and F-A-R-M. So sofa, and the last 2 letters of sofa are the first 2 letters of farm. So farm. So farm. Yes? No? Apparently not. Sofa cow, couch horses, sofa herd, error 404 equals shadow, couch. Particularly like couch. Yeah, milkman cows. Now I have to type all them in to give you them. This is a proper ball ache for me. Sofa cow. Couch. I mean, couch horses does actually work. Except for it's not couch and there's no horses. But apart from that, it's a perfectly fine answer. Sofa herd. Again, there's no smashing there. Do you see what I mean about the smashing part of it? That's just sofa and herd next to each other. There has been no smashing. Error. Oh, so sorry, done a thing. Don't know what I've done. Error 404 space equals S space Hado. Milkman cows. That's just mental. Coach. I quite like that. So, for spelling, I'll give you if you spell it wrong. That's fine. Not a problem there. If you're just wrong, you're out from now on. Okay? Here we go. I almost typed cow sofa. For the rest of these, the text part of the question is the first part of the answer. I can't give you a bigger clue than that. Right, question 2, here we go. Good luck. Varieties from common comets to fancy arandas. And that picture. Common comets to fancy arandas. What are they? I know you know we do this to drive you nuts. I hope not. I thought some of you at least liked me. I do genuinely try, but I go blank. If you spell it wrong, you make it difficult for yourself. You do, but I will go for bad spellings. I will give you it for bad spellings. What is this? Who's done that? I'm going to... No, not having that. Right. So many of you have gone for goldfish shadow, or a spelling variant of that. Shadow image. What's this? What is the thinking? And what's this? Goldfish underscore 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 shadow. That's like aggressively trying to upset me. I said there would be no spaces. You've added in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. You've got the right words. Goldfish and shadow. You've neglected to smash them. Why would you not smash them? You've got the right answers. Who are you? I'm coming for you. Right, hang on, we're going to have to see who that is. Hulk Smash. Hulk Smash has aggressively come for me in that one. I did spell it like Scott's last name. I think that's where I've gone wrong there. But I've given it to everyone who spelled it correctly. There will be no spelling errors this game. Maybe. Probably. Shadow image, you're not getting it. But everyone that got Goldfish Shadow, you are correct, obviously. Applecal, Error 404, Juggler, Strabble, Lemoy, Error 404, Mysterious, Stevie P, Average Dan, Lauren, Zenny, Scat, Mona Lee, Bandit Aquatic, John, and Garage Gills are all still in. As we move on to question 3 of Answer Smash. Remember, answer and smash, or you get no points. A person who creates in various mediums, e.g. images, music, writing, as a profession or hobby. And them, or that. Oh, someone so close. A person who creates in various mediums, e.g. images, music, or writing, as a profession or hobby. And that image. Oh, some of these are good, but wrong. Some of these are terrible. Some of them are okay. Eight of you have gone with Artistone or Artistones. Artist stack. I mean, that is a stack. It's not what I would. So the correct answer is answer stone. But artist stack, that works, as does artist tower. I'm going to have to give you them. Because they are good. Creator artist, no. There's no smashing there. An artistic boner, well, humorous, is not correct. The correct answer was Artist Stone. I would have accepted Artist Tower and Artist Stack because they both work as answer smashes. Garage Gills, Juggler, Strabble, Lemoy, Error 404, Mysteriously, Stevie P, Applegals, Animal Ginger, Scat, Mona Lee, Bandit, Aquatic, and John are still in. As we go into question number 4. Question number 4. Ornamental, domesticated variants of the common carp, often kept as pond fish. And that. Ornamental, domesticated variants of the common carp, often kept as pond fish. And this. Remember, if you're out, you can still play, which I know some of you will take advantage of. Right, what do we think? Ornamental domesticated variants of the common carp. Clearly koi. And oil. Coil. Now, one person has put coil, but they spelled coy with a C, so is that a spelling or is that just wrong? I mean, I did say I'd give you it for pure spelling. So I'm gonna have to give you it. Lubricatfish, however, you're on your own. You're not getting it for that. The correct answer was, of course, coil, koi, and oil. Coil. Garage Girls, Juggler, Strabble, Lamoy, Era 404, Mysteriously, Stevie P, Applegal, Zenny McGinger, Scat, Mona Lee, Bandit Aquatic, and John have made it through 4 questions. Question number 5. Another name for the saltwater fish keeping hobby. And that. That one took way too long, says Zenny, trying to match goldfish and almost said petroleum. The saltwater fish keeping hobby, and whatever that is. Oh, people are dialed in here. Maybe I've overshot and made it too easy now. I'm just trying to get you to get the gist of the game before throwing in some difficult ones. Reef neck. So live answers are marine neck, Adam's apple, Nemo lover, finger licking good. I don't get that one. Reef neck. Huh? What? And what? It is, of course, another name for the saltwater fish keeping hobby is the marine hobby. Marine neck. Marine neck. Marine neck. And that is a neck, obviously. We have 9 survivors now. We have Juggler, John, Bandit Aquatic, Mona Lee, Strabo, Zenny McGinger, Applegal, Lemoy, and the mysterious Error 404. At the halfway point. Now, this is where it traditionally gets harder, but I haven't ranked these in the order of ease or hardness, so they're just kind of all over the place. Question number 6. A feeling of sickness with an inclination to vomit. And that thing. A feeling of sickness with an inclination to vomit. And that thing. There's a couple of good answer smashes here that are wrong, but I like it. This is what I want to get to, where people are doing actual answer smashes that are wrong, rather than just random words with spaces. Oh, sorry. A feeling of sickness with an inclination to vomit. Nausea-gull. Nausea and seagull. Not... Some of these are good, though. Bird flu, don't get that. Emisiseagull, chip stealing gip. I get where you're coming from. Tummy bug gull. Tummy buggle. That's a good one. That's a good one. Queasy gull. Queasy seagull. That's a good one. Blue gall. Nah, less good. Puke bird with all the spaces. And puke gull. No. It was nausea. Nausea gull. Nausea and seagull. Nausea gull. 8 of you getting that one right, but only 5 survivors. John, Bandit Aquatic, Zenny McGinger, Strabo, and Lemoy. Emesis is to vomit. It is, but the feeling with the inclination is nausea. Question 7. An association of manufacturers, occasionally criminal or suppliers, with the purpose of maintaining prices at a high level and restricting competition. And that thing. Now, as you may or may not know, I'm using the dictionary definition of words for the first part, so that's why sometimes they're a bit like, what? There's a couple of correct but bad spelling versions. Lee can't think of anything. And your time's up. Cartelivision. Cartelivision was the correct answer. A cartel is an association of manufacturers or suppliers with the purpose of maintaining prices at high level and restricting competition. Is a cartel. And that's a television. I accepted Cartelli, Cartel Vision, and other various spellings, but CEO screen. Racket TV. Oh, so close. Racket TV. That's good. That is an answer smash. Because a racket, a cartel, they're very, very similar. Brain freeze fuzz, I'm afraid I can't give you that. Or associate television. Whilst answer smashes, kudos to you who are giving answer smashes who are wrong. But you are still wrong. It was Cartelivision. We have 3 people left with 3 questions to go. John, Bandit Aquatic, and Lemoy. Although, if you are a hero member, you do get an extra life. So let's have a look and see if anyone's got... How is that possible? Apparently, Zenny McGinger has answered 7 questions and got 8 of them correct. I don't understand. We might have to come back to that. Question number 8. To regard with respect or warm approval. And that thing. Why does it say I'm out? I don't know. I'll look into that because apparently you've got 8 out of 7 questions correct, which is pretty good going. Keep playing, Zenny. We'll see. Maybe it was a time thing? Yeah, because you did get it right. To regard with respect or warm approval. I like fridges. Man fridge. Oh, that's another nice one. Oh, sorry. To regard with respect or warm approval is to admire. And that is a refrigerator. So the answer smash is admire refrigerator. Revere refrigerator. That kind of works, but it's not what I was going for. It's good, but it's not right. Man fridge. It's not good or right. Welcome fridge. Now, two different welcome fridges. To regard with respect or warm, but that welcome? No, I don't get that. Okay. Hell open, man fridge, high five. And just, I like fridges. Revere. Ah, dear. Oh, you know what, Juggler? I just thought that myself. That was a good Roy Walker impression there. It's good, but it's not right. It's good, but it's not right. I think Revere is pretty good. I mean, Revere, would that be regard with respect or warm approval? Revere. What is the definition of revere? To feel deep respect and admiration. So, I think we might have to give you that, whoever that was. Because it is an answer smash, revere and refrigerator. Why not? Why not, indeed. But I was going for admire and refrigerator. Oh, I mean, so the 5 people that got that right, none of them were survivors. Let's carry on regardless. Penultimate question. A type of fish food / Cadbury's chocolate bar stuck in an ice cream to make a 99. And that. I appreciate this. I'm not sure if this particular chocolate bar is UK only. I'm not sure if you have these in America. This might be a very British question. Sorry. You get elephant legs in America? As someone has answered, this sounds like some British shit. It does a bit. Sorry, everyone. That made me laugh. It sounds like some British shit. Okay. So. I don't know who enjoys this more. Well, I do. Me. I enjoy this more than any of you. A type of fish food and a Cadbury's chocolate bar stuck in an ice cream cone to make a 99 is a flake. Flake fish food or a flake. Do we know what a Cadbury's flake is? That's a flake. You must get them in America, surely. No? So it's a flake. And that is the makings of a doner kebab. Flake kebab. Flake kebab. Flake kebab. Flake kebab. Egg meat. What? Why? A type of fish food, Cadbury's chocolate bar stuck in an ice cream to make a 99. Egg. I really want to meet that person. Just go out for an ice cream like on a nice summer's day. I'd go to the park. Can I have a 99, please? To the ice cream van man. And they give you an ice cream with an egg. Oh. Oh. Sorry, that got me that one. Oh. Oh, right. I'm sorry. Sorry. That is a kebab. And it was a flake. Well done, 8 people. Oh, Zenny's back in. Well, I don't get what's going on now. Final question. A food, drink, or other thing that stimulates sexual desire. And them. Oh. Kebab flake. Oh, you almost got it right, Lee. It's flake kebab. Flake kebab. An elephant what? That's like an elephant leg. Because that's what doner kebabs are made from. Here. Clearly nobody else but here, though. You've seen flakes in British boxes of chocolate. I thought flakes were worldwide, I must admit. Sorry. Never heard of a Cadbury flake? Oh, you're missing out. My spelling is bad with this one. I spelled chicklix. Chicklix. Oh, I spelt it. Famously, I spelt chicklix wrong last week, so that's why I included another cichlid question to see if we can get it. It seems no one can spell aphrodisiac. No one has spelt it correctly unless I spelt it wrong. But I'll give you it. Oh dear. I can only put in so many wrong answers as right, so hopefully there's not that many more. Oh no, I think we've got them all there. Food, drink, or other thing that stimulates sexual desire is an aphrodisiac, and they are chichlids. So it's an aphrodisiac cichlid. Aphrodisiac cichlid. Not M&M Boonas or cichlid doner kebabs. Roofie fish. Oh, that's taking a dark turn there. No, it was aphrodisiac cichlids. Oh, no, sorry, the correct answer. Aphrodisiac cichlids. So, has anyone won? How will we know? Someone's won. Zany McGinger with 10 questions correct. She got 10 out of 10. Of the eliminated people, Strabo got 10 out of 9, confusingly. How does that work? Juggler got 9 out of 10. Error 404, the mysterious, got 9 out of 10. 8 for John, 8 for Bandit, 8 for Lemoy, and 8 for Scat. Rachel's been here, quietly guessing questions. Well done, Zenny. The first ever winner of an Answer Smash. And the only person to actually understand Answer Smash. That deserves another round of applause. Well done. Well done, Zenginger. Oh, sorry, the flake egg thing got me. But I don't know quite how to react to that and follow that up now. Kind of stuck with that one. I think I got 10 out of 11 or 9 out of 10. I'm very confused. I'm for sure got one wrong. Well, close enough. It seems to be happy with you. Maybe I think it might have carried forward from last week. Some of the stats, maybe I didn't clear it properly. I keep saying I'll do it more professionally next week, but I never actually do it more professionally next week, so you never know. If you are not from the UK, I implore you to go out and get a flake. It'll be better than any of your nonsense American chocolate. You will enjoy it. It will be delicious. And if anything, get an ice cream cone and stick it in it, and you've got a 99. Done. Oh, Jonathan has some scary words here. I think you should mix up the order of word and picture next week. Do you think we're ready for that yet? Wow, I'm not sure. I'd like to, but I'm just not sure people have got that. I don't think we're that locked in yet. I don't know. Maybe we'll take a vote. For your next week, I would like you all to have a think back and maybe see if you've got any fish keeping confessions as plain vanilla as you like, or as weird, crazy as you like. It's a safe place where you will be gently mocked at worst. That's all I can say. I'm going to finish off the evening with one more fish keeping confession. Oh, why is it not loading? I'm going to try. Okay, I'm not going to finish off the stream with another confession because it won't load. But yeah, get them in for next time. Just don't eat your flake while wearing white. Well, flakes famously don't melt like that, do they? Or am I thinking of something else? There you go. There's the confessions doc. If you want to leave your fish keeping confessions or any kind of message you want to be read out, that's a good starter. I would like to thank everyone who has turned up so far. It was nice to see you all. It was nice to have a bit of a laugh. And it did make me laugh. I've had a pretty hard week, and this has been a nice distraction. So I think I might listen to some of you and do the half the video just to get a video out so as we can see all the problems that I'm having with my mega tank, and maybe give you an opportunity to offer some advice or some kind of ideas, if nothing else, as to what we might do. Is the link in the Discord? It is in the Discord. It's somewhere. In fact, I might just pin that now so you can see it in the Discord. Can I do that? Can I pin things? No. Maybe. Pin. Can pin that. There you go. It's pinned in the Discord if you want to. But other than that, have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Enjoy. I'm sure Stevie P will be streaming later on tonight or something like that. Go and enjoy his stream. I will be fast asleep. Yeah, have a great weekend. Let me know what you're up to. Go and watch some more videos. You don't have to start a GoFundMe, but if you want to join as a member or any of those things, that will help me with my rebuilding things. Have a fantastic time, everybody. See you next week. Same place, same time.